And it's the Cavaliers to start out. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Evan Mobley out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Okoro. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Thompson in at the 5. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Now here's Okoro. From deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Zubac, screen. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Leonard for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. 3-pointer, Harden. Thompson pulls it in. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Mitchell with the ball. Harden picks him up. Mitchell against Harden, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Don't be mistaken about that 6'1" frame. That 6'10" wingspan, 215 pounds. Look out inside. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Oh, he hammers it down in the face of Kawhi Leonard.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Screen by Leonard. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Can they get it? Mobley grabs the board.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Yeah, that one's good.
I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. B.A.?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Cleveland leading by 12. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
It can be an overlooked aspect of his game, but Donovan Mitchell excellent at getting to the free throw line. That's because of the pressure he can put on your defense.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of this game.
Shooting 2.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Harden. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. 26 seconds left in the first quarter here. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hunter. Thompson, a screen on Leonard. Hunter can't get it to go. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
To the inside. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Jared Allen out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Javonte Green. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Garland in at the one. Strus's shot is off.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Dunn, the pass to Eubanks. Back to Dunn. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, just superior athleticism. Chris Dunn soaring for the jam with that impressive vertical.
And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Yeah, that's the big man lingering around the hoop. Jared Allen smartly gets the bucket on the follow.
Bogdanovich passes to Jones. Knocks down the triple.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Garland. Outside Strus. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time.
Chris Dunn.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Allen with a screen on Bogdanovich. On the wing, Green. Just 4 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. And not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Here's Garland, following the score by the Clippers. And there. We're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second, and Allen gets it to go.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
Clippers trail by 13. Bogdanovich with a screen on Garland. Dunn attacking. Here's Batum. And Los Angeles, another three.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Into the lane. And he gets that one. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Here's Batum. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Garland for 3. On target from range. Garland's got 7.
So aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Garland. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Well, such a clever penetrator. Darius Garland sees a lane and takes advantage.
Batum outside. Eubanks up top. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Wade. The Cavaliers lead by 15. On the attack, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Pass to Batum. Eubanks the screen. Looking to win the run. Batum gets the bucket. 11 points in the game.
Well, the shortest distance to shoot a 3 is from that coveted corner. Mr. Batum, step into the shot.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Garland for 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
On the wing, Wade. Got it up. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Yeah, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Cleveland on top, up by 15. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Amir Coffey out there with James Harden. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Nails it from 3. Harden's got 5 points.
Yes, so much of Harden's work happens at the top of the key, but he can also work you over from the corners.
From deep, Mitchell sinks the tray. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's Leonard. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Number 24, Norman Powell.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Mitchell with the ball. Give him 20. Mitchell on the attack. And Mitchell with the slam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard against Mobley. Zubats with a screen on Mobley. Leonard passes to Powell.
I'll tell you, Mitchell locked in on the defensive end. He's so good getting after it.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league. You've got to be able to manipulate pick and roll. Norman Powell taking what the defense gives him. That's really nice.
Mitchell against Leonard. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie, thanks. Now here's Mitchell. He's got 24. A minute 39 left to play in the third. And Mobley throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Harden with a screen on Mobley. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. Outside for Harden. Back to Powell. Pass to Harden. 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 7.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
You know, they've barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
The kick out to Simmons. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Drives to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Wow, what a nice play for Thompson to see a chance to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
The 3 from Okoro. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Clippers trail by 20. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Mitchell, the pass to Okoro. Thompson with a screen. Down low. Stolen by Harden. Here's Simmons. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Substitution on the court.
Allen a screen. Garland for 3. That shot is off. And so it's Cleveland. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Cavaliers, we've got Javonte Green. Darius Garland is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Dean Wade, and it's Allen in at the center, locking down the middle. Dunn outside. Batum with a screen on Green. Bogdanovich from long range. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 23. And a deep three from Strus. The rebound by Eubanks.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Inside. It's picked off. And it's the Clippers on the break for three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Strus. The three ball. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Strus has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bogdanovich up top. Green covering. And there it is for him.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Garland scanning the floor. Allen. That shot off the mark. Some solid D from Eubanks. Back to Jones. The shot's good.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Outside Garland. Pass to Strus. Driving in. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Right side Jones. It's stolen by Garland. The floater. Count it. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
The three. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Yeah, all the credit to Dunn, just turning on the Jets to beat everyone down the floor in transition.
Allen a screen. Here's Garland. Again, Garland missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. Bogdanovich from long range. Knocks down the long J. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
The three. Batum's shot is off. The Cavaliers lead by 22. Pass to Strus. Allen with a screen on Bogdanovich. From deep, Strus. And Cleveland another three.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Cavaliers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And what a huge performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
And it's Garland on the drive. And the layup is good.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Jacks up a three. And Los Angeles another three.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Garland for three. Rebound by the Clippers. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Jones drives in.
Oh!
What a finish with a reverse dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Pass to Allen. Outside Garland. He buries it from three.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. A statement.
This
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Now the starting group for Orlando. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero up there with Isaac, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Kicks it out to Banchero. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that one is good from Suggs.
Oh, confident shot by Suggs. He just goes right up and lets it fly.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Banchero with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Kept moving, never took his eye off the hoop. Caldwell Pope with a grinder of a bucket.
Harden outside. Takes a 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Isaac with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Back to Isaac. Pass to Banchero. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by Coffey.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Now Leonard, after Jalen Suggs missed from long range. Leonard against Banchero. Leonard with the bucket.
That trip was going nowhere. Credit Leonard staying calm in the face of the shot clock.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself react to a call, become emotional. Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 8. Pass to Isaac. Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks it out to Banchero. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 5. Now, here is Harden. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Offline with his 3. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And it's Leonard top of the key. It's tipped. It's stolen by Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Suggs dishes to Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far. Here's Simmons. Can't hit from in close. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Drew Eubanks out there with Batum. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Jones in at the small forward. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Here's Dunn after the Magic pick up 2. Back to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Magic leading by 7. Here's Black. They set the pick. Pass to Wagner. Anthony left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Wagner missing. The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. Right side, Bogdanovich. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Wagner passes to Anthony. Shoots the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Pass to Eubanks. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Batum for 3. And the 3-ball is good.
And Batum pretty consistent from the 3-point line. Defenses cannot afford to give him that kind of slack.
There's Wagner with the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Count it in the Orlando. Lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Dunn.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And here's Wagner, following the three from Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Wagner missing. Clippers trail by 4. G.A., when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-pointer by Orlando. Dunn kicks to Batum. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Batum's got 6.
Batum getting the ball and just really relaxing on that, Jay.
Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Kicks it out to Wagner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Poked loose. Back to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Dunn passes to Batum. Dunn sets a screen for Batum. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Wagner wide open. That three off the mark.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Yes, that goes in.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And there it is for him. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Dunn. Up and in on the layup. 7 points in the game.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's Wagner with the three. That doesn't go either for Wagner. Eubanks the pass to Batum. Back to Eubanks. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top, up by 1. The chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Nicholas Batum has done in this game.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And so in the game for the Magic, in the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. Harden finds Simmons. Leonard with the ball. Zubac's a screen on Banchero. And here's Leonard from 3. Kicks it out to Harden. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. The three-pointer, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Shooting for Orlando, Paolo Banchero. At the foul line for 1. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the last play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the free throw, no good. And Frankie, here some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Banchero passes to Bitadze. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. Isaac against Harden. Leonard looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Harden. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Banchero outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. Here's Isaac. And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen away.
And thought that pass is going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Leonard kicks to Harden. Lock at 6. Zubac the pass to Harden. For the tie. The rebound by Bitadze.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
Really left alone that time. Banchero's got 12 points in the game.
And more than respectable from 3. Banchero stretching his range there. Wow.
Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Caldwell Pope with the screen on Harden. Suggs passes to Bitadze. Caldwell Pope with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Suggs against Harden. And that one's good. Suggs.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Down low. Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
3-point basket.
You got to stay connected to Caldwell Pope. He's a knockdown shooter, and he can get it going.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Suggs missing. Clippers trail by 7. Zubac the pass to Simmons. Simmons sets a screen for Leonard. Over Banchero. Leonard no luck.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Banchero kicks to Caldwell Pope. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Bogdanovich. Drew Eubanks out there with Batum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Dunn in at the point. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. There's the triple. No good that time. Orlando leading by 11. Wagner outside. And Drew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Wagner. Sweet move. And finished off by Wagner.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Yep, it counts.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Wagner kicks to Wagner. Wagner has screen on Jones. Jones against Wagner. That doesn't go either for Wagner.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Wagner from long range. Good on the triple. Wagner's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Orlando?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Jones, the pass to Eubanks. Jones with the screen on Wagner. Here's Eubanks. Los Angeles with another miss. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 14. A three from Bogdanovich. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Batum showing off where he gets in there aggressive and sniffed that one out.
And stolen by Dunn. Got that one up quick. Wagner with it. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Wagner has screen on Dunn. Wagner with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. 3 on the clock. Pass to Black. Over Dunn. Black, no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Wagner with a screen for Wagner. Kicks it out to Wagner. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Wagner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
It's tipped. Here's De Silva. Wagner has screen on Batum. De Silva with the bucket.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Magic.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paolo Banchero.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Bogdanovich. They need this. Drills the three-pointer. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wagner outside. Here's the three. Good on the jump shot. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him.
We should see... Great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Batadze in at the center position. Now here's Suggs. And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Suggs. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The little floater is so hard to stop. Mitchell gets you back on your heels, then he pulls the string.
And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Clock at 4. Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. And here comes Cleveland. Pass to Mitchell. Floats one up. Count the basket.
Mitchell is so efficient and crafty inside that paint. Sometimes you forget he's only 6'2".
Picked by Isaac. Mitchell against Caldwell-Pope. Now Suggs. Back to Caldwell-Pope. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And here comes Cleveland. 4-point game. Mitchell against Suggs. Allen with a screen on Suggs. Back to Okoro. The three is up. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And Caldwell-Pope gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And Carroll with it. Now guarded by Mobley. And Carroll surveys. Over to the wing. Here's Batadze. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Mitchell against Suggs. To the middle. Up top, Allen. Mitchell finds Allen. Back to Mitchell. Tries it from 16. They get it back.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Batadze with a screen. Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Batadze. Caldwell-Pope against Mitchell. Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Mitchell. 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Cleveland again missing. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Suggs outside. To the inside. Batase can't hit. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Suggs. Batase, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Launches it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Mobley. And he drives in. And Mobley throws it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Magic leading by a point. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys stat-wise?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
They've got DeAndre Hunter. Tristan Thompson is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Strus in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Cleveland getting going in the second. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Magic.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. And it's Garland on the drive. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Using that quick first step on his way to the rim, Garland is just too tough off the bounce.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
Can't connect from short range.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. Cavaliers on D. Pass to Anthony. There's the 3. He drops it from range. Anthony's got 6 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Garland. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
Garland against Anthony. Going inside, and Anthony slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Out to Garland from 17. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Garland's got 6 points in the quarter.
You got to be right on Garland from that mid-range spot because he is lethal from there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. 6 to shoot. Wagner with a screen. There's the triple. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
And it's Wagner missing.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
A minute 53 left in the first half. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
The kick to Hunter. Back to Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Wade misses.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Wagner with it. He's picked up by Garland. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to De Silva. Back to Anthony. Fires the 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Hunter passes to Wade. Back to Hunter. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall. Pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Out to Anthony. Wagner with a screen on Garland. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Will it go? Ooh, another miss. He's 0 for 6 in this contest. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. On the wing, Wade takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Wade's got 6.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Shots good by Black.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Thompson passes to Wade. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Here's Anthony. Finished off the break. 10 points for him.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court stop. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Cole Anthony. Man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for Orlando, the backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Batadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, just electric.
I see you, Mr. Mitchell. Now look, for a 6'1" guard, this man can absolutely fly.
Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Suggs outside. Shot clock at 6 for the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc. Batadze's got 7 points in the game.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 4 rebounds now. Batadze with a screen. From outside the arc. Mitchell grabs a miss. Cleveland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
Look at the big man run. Allen out hustling everybody on the break, and you need to reward your big man in those moments.
Outside, Caldwell Pope cans it with nobody near him. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Suggs against Mitchell. Pass to Banchero. It's stolen by Green. For the finish. And it's hammered home by Green.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Suggs. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Allen. Allen with a screen on Suggs. From deep, Mitchell. Great D that time from Suggs.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Isaac with a screen on Mitchell. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Isaac. Now Banchero, covered by Mobley. Banchero no good. The Cavaliers leading. Outside Mitchell. And a foul called on the way up. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Donovan Mitchell. The play is
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Suggs, the pass to Bitadze. Bitadze with a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. Mobley grabs the board. And Mobley has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Making full use of that reach. Allen able to pluck the ball out of the air for that easy lob.
The Cavaliers lead by 5. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Now here's Green. Now here's Mitchell. Give him 8. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caldwell Pope for 3 to stop the drought. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. They set the pick. Wagner for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Anthony. Wagner with it. He's picked up by Garland. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Garland with the ball. 6 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Driving inside. And he converts the layup. Garland's got 8.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Black. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Tristan Thompson, Darius Garland is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Dean Wade, and it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Garland, the pass to Strus. From downtown. Orlando with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Garland for 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Wagner, the pass to Black. Wagner with a screen. From behind the arc. Buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Garland feeling it out a bit. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the lob. And it's all knotted up.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. The drive by Garland. Here's Wade. 3-pointer off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Wagner with a screen on Garland. Pass to De Silva. To take the lead. And another 3 for Orlando.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And here's Strus outside. Pure from 3-point range. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Anthony against Garland. Anthony outside. To the right side. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. 4 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The Magic need to put one up here. Can't hit that one. The Cavs have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Anthony against Garland. There's the drive. Pass to Wade. Back to Garland. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
They get it again. Kicks it out to Wagner. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Wagner's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Garland against Anthony. Launches a 3. Orlando with the rebound. Here's De Silva. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Wagner with a screen on Thompson. Fires the 3. Another miss by Wagner. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
It's good.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Wagner, cash. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's a screen. And here's Hunter for 3. Oh, bangs home the 3. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. And there's There's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Isaac with a screen on Mitchell. Caldwell Pope for 3. The 3 won't fall. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Mitchell. Here's Strus. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is it. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And here's Mitchell. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Ben Carroll in at the small forward position. Here's Mitchell. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Caldwell Pope with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Left side, Caldwell Pope. Counted from distance. And the Magic lead by 3.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
The fearlessness of Mitchell is just ridiculous. He takes pride in going at the defense.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
On the wing, Suggs. Guarded by Kuro. Pass to Bitadze. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. And Caro no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Counted and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
In a tight game, he is exactly who he wanted at the line.
Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. To the left side wing. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Mobley. The 3 from Ben Carroll. Ooh, Ben Carroll with the touch from deep.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Hunter, screen on Suggs. From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Isaac.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Caldwell Pope against Hunter. 3-pointer. The shot misses. The Cavaliers have gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. And Mitchell with the slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. On the wing, Suggs. Guarded by Kuro. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People will worry. Calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Creating the opportunity, Mitchell makes the right call for this situation.
Orlando with the ball. Bankero outside. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Allen. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Mobley against Caldwell Pope. Back to Mobley. Count it!
Showing poise in the clutch. Mobley has that quiet confidence.
Now Suggs. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Picked by Isaac. Lets the three fly. Can't get the three to fall. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
Claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Simmons. Then it's Harden, and it's Coffee in at the 2. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Here's Coffee. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. To the middle, here's Mobley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
If you're going to roll as the screen setter, as Evan Mobley does there, you got to be able to catch and finish, and he does just that.
Harden outside. Pass to Coffee. Back to Harden. Over Okoro. Harden, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Mobley against Leonard. Mobley a screen on Harden. Okoro shot is off. Doors, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, and he's been able in the most leveraged moments of a season to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
It's Harden. Oh!
Yeah. Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
And stolen by Simmons. Harden with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Here's Simmons. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
And Mitchell launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Mitchell's got 5.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Here's Mitchell. After the basket by Los Angeles. Thompson in the corner. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Leonard the pass to Simmons. Here's Coffee. Bangs home the trifecta. 7 points in the game.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
To the inside. Mobley kicks to Okoro. Mobley sets the pick for Okoro. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Coffee. He has 7. Leonard on the wing. To the paint, stolen by Mitchell.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Coffee. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Mitchell. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's good. 2 points. Okoro's got 5 now.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Leonard with no one around. No good there off the double clutch. Oh, and here we go. Okoro's got it. The fast break chance.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities.
2 minutes are allowed.
Review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
We've got Wade. Max Strus is out there with their... Garland. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Green in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Down against Garland. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Garland. The Clipper shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. Garland against Dunn. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. Cavaliers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Wade a screen on Dunn. Garland kicks to Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Allen's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Bogdanovich passes to Jones. Bogdanovich looking around. Over Green. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Allen, a screen on Dunn. High, arcing shot. Tries again. Allen kicks to Strus. Off target from outside. Clippers with the ball. Bogdanovich finds Eubanks. The 3. And Bogdan Bogdanovich gets the 3. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Here's Green. Kicks it out to Garland. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And it's Allen with the jam.
Yeah, that's the big man lingering around the hoop. Jared Allen smartly gets the bucket on the follow.
Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Bogdanovich against Green. Bogdanovich inside. Dunn sets a screen for Jones. Dunn kicks to Jones. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Doris, recently the Clippers relocated their G League team, bringing basketball back to the city of San Diego.
Kevin, I absolutely love this because San Diego gets its first NBA representation since 1984. And yes, it's great for the city itself, but it's also a smart move by the NBA. You are tapping into an untouched market.
Here's Allen. Kicks it out to Garland. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Here's Allen. Outside Garland. Wade for three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. And it's a three-point Cavalier lead. Here's Batum. And the layup's good off the glass.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 6. Pass to Allen. It's stolen. Stolen by Garland. Allen with the screen for Wade. Inside. And slam dunk by Allen.
There's nothing like a big man with agility. Jared Allen operating well in the pick and roll right now.
And there's the call on Javonte Green. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
On defense, the Cavaliers. 3-point lead. Eubanks the pass to Bogdanovich. The three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Stolen by Garland. Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Simmons is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Harden, and it's Coffey in at the 2 spot. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Here's Mitchell. A floater. Oh, Mitchell flips it up and in.
Boy, the floater game from Donovan Mitchell is effortless, folks.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
They set the pick. Here's Leonard. Here's Coffey. Pass to Zubac. Here's Harden. From the arc. The offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Simmons. And here's Leonard. Simmons, a screen on Mobley. A 3 from Leonard. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Simmons against Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. And he comes up with the deuce. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Mitchell finds Hunter. Mitchell with it. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Here's Mobley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Simmons dishes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Coffey. Covered by Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Mitchell passes to Mobley. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Leonard on the wing, covered by Mobley. Simmons, a screen on Mobley. Down low, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
The drive by Mitchell. And Thompson kicks to Mobley. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so they foul intentionally. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Pass to Eubanks. Batum for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Wade, and it's Wade with the jam.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Batum finds Bogdanovic. And it's done in the corner. Stolen by Garland. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, crafty play by Darius Garland. Gets his hands on the ball and gets it quickly up the floor.
Dunn passes to Jones. For 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Jones has got 6.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Garland kicks to Green. Strus setting the screen for Green. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Yeah, just superior athleticism. Chris Dunn soaring for the jam with that impressive vertical.
Wade passes to Allen. So the wing on the left. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
A drive by Garland. Count that one. And now a 7-point Cleveland lead.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Well, we thought the third quarter are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Max Strus is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Javonte Green. Then there's Wade. And it's Allen in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Eubanks. Outside for Batum. Back to Eubanks. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Allen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Allen, a screen on Dunn. Garland looking it over. To the paint. Just 4 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Dunn, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Dunn is always looking to attack. When he has room to run, boy, you better look out.
Garland against Dunn. Allen with the screen for Garland. Another miss by Garland. Clippers trail by 6. Jones kicks to Dunn. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Hits it from three-point range.
Now, Nick Batum does pre-shot preparation, so on the catch, he is ready to rise and fire.
Here's Garland. Makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Wade. Hunter comes in for Green. Okoro, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Mitchell in for Garland. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Eubanks. Simmons comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Harden in for Chris Dunn. Zubac a screen on Mobley. Leonard the pass to Jones. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. No good on the 3. Out to the right wing. Okoro wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Okoro's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. Harden looking it over. Pass to Zubac. Outside, Jones. Stolen by Mitchell. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. A kick out to Mobley. Nobody near Allen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Leonard the pass to Harden. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
7 feet sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Powell in for Derek Jones. Harden against Hunter. Pass to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Okoro. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Boy, we usually see Okoro take a workman-like approach to his role, but tonight taking center stage.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. A little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
Powell sets the screen for Harden. A 3 from Leonard. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 1:06 left in the game.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Cleveland.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And, Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Darius Garland.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
stolen by Okoro. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. No good from outside.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Mobley finds Hunter.
James Harden, his third, second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Simmons, a screen on Mitchell. The shot by Powell, no good. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Okoro. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ben Simmons is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's James Harden. And it's Coffey in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Harden. Pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock. 4-3. It's rebounded by Batadze.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Batadze with a screen. Suggs, the pass to Batadze. From outside, off the mark. Here's Coffey, guarded by Banchero. And the basket by Coffey.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here are the Magic now. It's a three-point game. Batadze with a screen. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. The teardrop. Back to Caldwell Pope. From the arc. The shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Leonard outside. Three-pointer. Back to Simmons. Here's Zubac. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Suggs. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Banchero. And here's the fast break by himself. And the dunk by Isaac.
The long arms making the difference there. Banchero poking it away, leading to a score.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Coffey can't get it to go.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. To no one's surprise, their focus defensively is on containing Kawhi Leonard. Coach said Kawhi is a terrific decision maker and always manages to play the game at his pace, so we need to get into him, apply some pressure, and try to make him uncomfortable. History shows that will not be an easy task, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Caldwell Pope. 6 points for him. Pass to Batadze. Fires for 3. The rebound by Simmons. The Clippers trail. Harden with it. Shot to stop the run. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Who poked away. And stolen by Simmons. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Batadze. The pass to Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Caldwell Pope's got 9. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Simmons, the pass to Coffey.
is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Zubats. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Trailing by 5. Zubats, screen. Leonard, that one's good.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
From 17, Suggs with the bucket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Simmons with a screen on Isaac. Leonard passes to Harden. Back to Leonard. This one for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got his second basket of the game. And it's the Magic with the ball. Back to Suggs. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Orlando ahead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. And it's Black in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Black. And the shot goes in. Black's gotten his first points in this one. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Orlando has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Here's Black, defended by Dunn. Pass to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Here's De Silva. Kicks it out to Wagner. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. Jones grabs the board. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Jones. Eubanks the screen. Jones, the pass to Eubanks. Over Wagner. Eubanks gets the bucket. Orlando trailing here. Here's Houston. And he drops it in from the low post.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany. Splitting time in Euroball and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
So it's the Clippers now. The Magic making their last shot. Jones finds Batum. Eubanks the screen. And it's Batum penetrating. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Nice sudden drive from Batum. Getting the drop on the defense there.
Wagner on the wing, defended by Jones. And it's all from three-point range. The Clippers in the lead. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Dunn outside. Outside Bogdanovich. And Los Angeles, another three.
This is Bogdanovich's game. Catch, shoot, score.
Here's Black. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. The shot by Dunn, no good. Magic trail by 5. Here's De Silva. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre. Play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. It's intercepted. And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Orlando with the ball. It's a 5-point game. De Silva, no good. Jones against Wagner. Jones, the pass to Batum. The three is up. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
From the arc, Batum can be pretty consistent. Not a guy you can leave alone out there.
Black. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Clippers lead by 8. Dunn, the pass to Jones. Back to Dunn. From downtown, De Silva with the rebound. Pass to Wagner. He gets it up. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Los Angeles finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, James Harden out there with Amir Coffey. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Simmons. 3-pointer, Harden. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound in this one. Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Bitadze. The 3 from Banchero. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Harden with a screen on Isaac. Right side Harden. From deep. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Yet calling for it, Banchero with the answer tray.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker. And getting that out of someone who plays on the front line, and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 5 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer. And again, it's the magic from deep.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with his 3-point shot.
Outside Harden. Out to the right wing. And here's Simmons. Oh, sweet move. Second shot opportunity. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
Yeah, great length from Isaac. He gets the hand up, gets a piece, using that big wingspan.
Crafty move. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
4 on the clock. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. And here are the Magic now. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Suggs. And that's an intentional foul.
CLA foul. Danny Simmons. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Caldwell Pope with it. He's got 9. High post Batadze. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
A line change here for Orlando. Dunn outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Jones sets a screen from outside the arc. Bogdanovich, no good. Orlando leading. Lets the 3 fly. Fires in the triple. Houston's got 5 now.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Here's Eubanks. Batum with a screen on Wagner. Eubanks, the pass to Batum. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8.
Let's be honest, guys. I mean, Batum is out there to do one thing, hit jump shots.
Wagner outside. Pass to Black. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Magic lead by 3.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
To the paint. Here's Jones. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And it's Wagner missing.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
To the wing, right side. De Silva. And a miss there on the triple.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Up in time. And that's not going to go. And the game's still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. And it's Houston in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Wagner for 3. That one no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Batum, pass to Bogdanovich. And there's a pick. To the wing on the left. Eubanks. No good on the triple. Orlando trailing here. Wagner outside. The 3. Sinks it from distance. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Dunn. Jones' his shot is good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to do.
And he got the whistle on the way up. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach.
Slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Offensive board. Yep, count it. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Physical play from Simmons chasing down the offensive board, making sure his team converts on this trip.
The 3 from Banchero. Orlando again missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Orlando making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Now here's Simmons. Outside Harden. Pass to Coffey. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Leonard against Banchero. Here's Batase. Suggs finds Banchero. The 3 ball. And it's Suggs with the 3.
Putting this team on his back. I love seeing Suggs take charge like this.
Harden with it. Caldwell Pope covering. Leonard looking over the floor. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Magic. Inside, here's Batase, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Pass to Simmons. Suggs against Harden. Down low, it's tipped and stolen by Suggs. Batase, the pass to Suggs. side. Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Pass to Batase. Now Caldwell Pope. Batase with a screen. Plenty of space. He connects.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Simmons with a screen on Isaac. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Answering the call. Ben Simmons, huge in the biggest moment.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Suggs against Harden. Now here's Suggs. He's guarded closely. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a four-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding.
Hello, basketball fan. The tip-off goes to Cleveland. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Green in at the 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And there's the call on Javonte Green. That's his first foul. Here are the Magic now. Now, here's Suggs. Isaac outside. From deep. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers on offense. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Over to the wing. Here's Okoro. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Allen. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. First quarter, just over a minute played. Suggs looking around. And the 3 off target. And here are the Cavaliers. Mitchell outside. Allen outside. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yes, that's a 5. Welcome to the new NBA where 6'11 centers like Allen have range, major range.
Now Suggs. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Green outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Suggs with the ball. Isaac with the screen for Suggs. Banchero outside. Just 5 on the clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Now, Okoro, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Okoro finds Mitchell. Over Suggs. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Okoro.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
For 3, Caldwell-Pope. Nailed from three-point land.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Mitchell. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mobley a screen on Suggs. Mitchell. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Clock at 4. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Suggs. Isaac with a screen for Suggs. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Allen a screen on Banchero. There's Green with the 3.
Nice stop that time by Banchero. Excellent anticipation. Was there to contest.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Second team foul.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. From outside the arc, they get it again. Pass to Bitadze. Now, here's Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Over Green. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 5 now.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now, here's Suggs. Stolen by Mitchell. It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Anthony is out there with Black. And it's De Silva in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called.
Sinks the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Anthony. Wagner wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Garland kicks to Wade. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Garland, no good. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992. Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. And he nails the third. The Cavaliers trail by 6.
And he knows exactly what he's doing. Garland gets inside and puts the defender in a position where he has the foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%. Right around the middle of the road.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Black. No scoring in this one. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Wade sets the pick for Garland. Wade on the wing, covered by Anthony. Wade kicks to Hunter. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hunter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
And that one's good, Wagner.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Wade on the wing. Hunter on the wing. Wade outside. Hunter sets a screen for Wade. Strus in the corner. Anthony with it. Garland picks him up. Wagner against Thompson. Wagner, right side. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Wagner passes to Anthony. Back to Wagner. There's the screen. Shoots over Strus. Thompson with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Strus finds Garland. Back to Strus. In the corner, it's Hunter. Wade for 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Wagner has screen on Garland. Wagner outside. For the 3. The shot will not fall. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the basket is good. The call goes his way. And we could be. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised.
Second team foul. It's confirmed. Tristan Thompson. Defensive foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Anthony with the drive, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic lead by 1. Time now for the halftime break. with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Mitchell. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Suggs. Isaac a screen. Kicks it out to Banchero. Connects from 3-point range. Banchero's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Orlando. Here's Mitchell going inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Magic leading by 4. And here is Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots over Okoro. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense. Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Hands it from downtown. Mitchell's got 7 points.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Suggs against Mitchell. Caldwell Pope on the wing. 5 points in the game. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Suggs. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Okoro with it. Picked up by Suggs. Green with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 5th rebound in this one. Banchero outside. Great open look there. Banchero's got 5 points in the quarter. Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Mitchell with the delicate floater.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So it's Orlando now. 3-point lead. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Mobley a screen on Suggs. Mitchell wide open. Kept alive. A kick out to Mobley. Allen for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
You know, for Allen, to me, guys, it's about getting into a rhythm. And once he does, he's got no problem catching and shooting.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Substitution on the court.
1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. There's Faulkner with the 3. And it's Strus with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Hunter sets a screen for Garland. Pass to Hunter for the lead. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
The Magic again can't hit. Cleveland with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Thompson sets the pick for Hunter. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Magic. Anthony taking his time here. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Garland kicks to Wade. The screen from Thompson. The tray. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Black. Chalk up 2 there. Black's got his first 2 points.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Outside Garland. And it's Wade in the corner. Into the lane. And then Wade slams it in.
He can take over, or Garland able to facilitate.
Wagner a screen on Strus. It's good from long range. Wade sets the pick for Strus. And it's off from 3-point range. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll have the start. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Now Cleveland shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Cole Anthony is out there with Black. And it's De Silva in at the 4 spot. Fox is out there for Orlando.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here's Garland. Thompson sets the pick for Garland. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Wagner, and finish off by Wagner.
Wagner showing some grit and fight on the offensive boards, using his height and muscle to track down the miss.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. Launches from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
There's Wagner with the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Magic lead by 2.
Wagner, he'll find the wide open teammate more often than not. Heady player.
Thompson, a screen on Anthony. And here's Garland for 3. Second shot opportunity. Strus kicks to Garland. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Allen's checked in for Thompson. Mobley comes in for Dean Wade. Okoro, he's checked in for Max Strus. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Banchero, that's good.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Mitchell dishes to Okoro. Allen, a screen on Suggs. Back to Mitchell. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Bitadze. Suggs with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Suggs against Hunter. 6 to shoot. Here's Bitadze. Here's Banchero. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mitchell kicks to Allen. Mobley up top. Cleveland moving it around. Okoro wide open. He fires. Traps in the tray. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hunter, no one around him. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college. And we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. great confidence from that young man.
1:53 left to play here in the fourth.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now here's Caldwell Pope from about 19 feet, and that one swishes right in.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
For three, Mitchell. And that one is off. Orlando leading. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Bitadze. Banchero against Hunter. Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Okoro knocks down the trifecta.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Caldwell Pope for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
This dude, folks, has ice in his veins when the game is tight. Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Now Mitchell puts up a deep three. That shot is off.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Suggs kicks to Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Now, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Allen, a screen on Suggs. That's tipped. Lets it go with the three. And the miss. So the Magic win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,